Hello, friends. How are you? Mike Zuber here, one rental at a time. And hey, I wanted to bring you all up to date on some exciting projects we have going on in Fresno and Madera. We have been working diligently to find and identify more projects to undertake. And over the last 60 days or so, we have secured 8 different single-family homes, 6 in Fresno and 2 in Madera that I wanted to bring to you. And I wanted to bring to you collectively because I do get a lot of emails and some texts from folks saying, hey, let me know what you have coming up. And instead of doing, kind of 8 separate videos over the next month or so, I thought I would just share with all of you one time what's coming up. And if you have interest, you can go ahead and send me an email. If you have my phone number, send me a text. I will, for those that don't have those, give you my email address at the end. So that if you do have interest or questions about what we do, you can ask. So what I thought I would do is I just built a very quick PowerPoint. I'm going to assume this is the first time you have heard of Pride of Ownership Rentals. So I'm going to give you kind of the before and after, and then highlight exactly what we have coming up. So in order to do that, I need to have technology behave. And let's go ahead and share. Put this in that mode, move this little thing up here. Okay, so again, we're just going to review it together. This is a short presentation, 4 or 5 slides, a couple on before and after, so not a deep dive. But I would ask, if you're watching this video, please subscribe to my channel, youtube.com/one-rental-at-a-time. It's always nice to get those like buttons. It lets me know what I'm producing is interesting. And then comments. Comments I use lots of different ways, just general, hey, nice job. Ask questions, do this better. But also I have something, a playlist called Subscriber Questions. So if you have a question, just leave it in a comment. I'm a one-man show, no virtual assistants, no team. So if I see the question, to date, I've been pretty good about creating videos inside 2 or 3 days. So with that, let's get started. So we're going to remind you about the program, kind of what we do, why we do it kind of thing, and why we think Pride of Ownership Rentals are a great place to start. I'm going to give you some before and afters. I think it's interesting to hear me discuss them, but nothing is a better example than some pictures of before and afters. We're going to talk about the inventory we have. It's 8 single-family homes, 2 in Madera, 6 in Fresno. And then again, how to reach out to me to let me know, hey, I'm interested in that one or this one. So again, we buy slumlord properties that have significant issues, problems, and deferred maintenance. Many of these, frankly, I think most of these should be boarded up, but unfortunately, many of them are tenant occupied. It could be actual tenant occupied. We have had some with squatters. We've had some with family drama, but again, more than half are tenant or occupied by someone, and we need to follow the California law, and if it is tenant occupied, give a 60-day notice to vacate. Many times that works. We do offer cash for keys. We just feel bad. I mean, some of these are pretty rough. So if we can give someone a couple $100 and help them, move to a better situation, that's all good. And you'll see in the before pictures, what we mean. But again, many of these do get a 60-day notice that we have to wait for the time to go by. Once vacated, it does take 4 to 6 weeks because, again, these are big projects to remodel. Oftentimes, the repairs are greater than 50% of the purchase price, which is kind of amazing. It tells you, the kind of stuff we're buying. We want to create something that's pride of ownership. I would ask you to look through my YouTube channel at the walkthrough playlist because they all kind of look the same, right? The layouts are different, but it's the same laminate flooring, same two-tone paint, same light fixture, same kitchen cabinets. Same countertops, backsplashes, tile in the bath. It's just kind of the same. So, take a look and you'll get a feel for what we do. Then we fully lease them because, again, one of the things that I want to do is provide a product that's not only fully repaired, but has a tenant and a tenant-paying market, so you don't get stuck with under-rented units. In the end, we're trying to provide a fully remodeled, fully leased, easy-to-manage, long-term buy-and-hold property. This is important for me because when I was starting out, I was enamored with cheap. And unfortunately, what cheap properties did for me is, yes, I bought them cheaper, but unfortunately, it consumed too much cash. And cash was my problem, right? I had a 60 to 80 hour a week job. And I should have been buying turnkey or pride of ownership rentals because I would have saved time and more importantly, saved cash. If I would have saved my cash in the beginning, as I write about in our book, we would have been bigger than we were and likely retired earlier. And that's still a bitter pill to swallow because that was 100% my mistake. So again, some of the befores, and they are ugly, and I don't know what it is, but they always smell. They always smell really, really bad. Here's a picture of a unit that was vacated, and there's always trash, like several dumpsters. I think a couple of units have been 4 dumpsters full. But again, just really bad, right? There's a kitchen. I can't believe people were living in this unit, and they were. I just feel terrible. It hurts to see what some people are asked to live in. But that's it's just not okay. But it is what it is. And again, just real dirty, smelly. Shouldn't be lived in, but many times they are. And my goal is to bring a better product to bear. So again, pride of ownership, please go through our playlist called Walkthroughs. You're going to start to notice the same thing. That's the same floor, same cabinets, different layout based on the kitchen, same backsplash. Many times in the bathrooms, we actually do tile. This one is we just carry the laminate flooring because it was such a small little unit. We do tile the showers. Sometimes there's a tub. And then again, bath or bedrooms, just 2-tone paint, clean it up, call out the around the windows is a different color and put in some carpet. It's kind of that simple. So at the end, here are the 8 projects we have coming up. These are all houses. And, if you're interested and you kind of run your numbers, my numbers say that all of these are between 5 and 7%. But again, please, please, please run your numbers. I don't know your mortgage rates. I don't know what you're going to put down. But these are going to be fully remodeled. Check out our walkthroughs. They're all the same. You should have no problem in the first several years, given everything is new. You could have tenant damage for sure, right? Nobody can plan for that. But at the end, I think these will all be somewhere between 5 and 7%. All of these are houses. Houses are great to start with as landlords because it offers you multiple exits, right? If you get a couple of houses and you're like, hey, I don't want to be a landlord anymore, you can sell because all of these will be in a condition, at least when you purchase, that an owner occupant would like, right? You go through our walkthrough videos. They're all the same. It very easily could be sold to an owner occupant. So you do have multiple exits. I have given you target rents. These are based on my experience. I gave you a number that I feel good about, but also has upside, right? Like, for example, just to give you a specific, right? That 2-bedroom, 1-bath house in Madera at $975. I feel good about that. Houses should go for at least $995 and could go as high as $1,100. Because again, it's a 2-1 house, big lot, backyard, front yard, the whole bit. So there are upsides in all of these. And I guess I'll call out the one on the bottom. That 3.2 there, nearly $200,000. That one is in a noticeably better area than where we typically farm, right? We farm in bread and butter areas, kind of middle class, Fresno, where, 50-50 owners versus renters. This 3.2 is in something that Fresno calls the Tower District. It is predominantly, my experience, owner occupant. And what that means is you're going to get just higher values because a lot of owners are coming in 3.5% down. You can look, if you're interested in that one, your yield will certainly be lower than the others, but the dirt's going to be worth more, right? You're going to have better resale value. And if you hold them for 10 years, you're going to be really happy you did. But, my suspicion is that one is going to have the lowest yield on this, but also it will have the highest appreciation over time, which if you follow my model, I do not count on, but it is certainly a reality, right? When you buy in nicer areas obviously have what they have because they are owner occupant driven. So again, all these others are in great areas. I own rentals around all of these. I only buy stuff that I'm happy to keep because that's my plan B, right? If these don't sell, I just keep them. And I am happy I can because I can just refi out with a, do the BRRRR method and hold them. So I have no problem holding any of these. But at the end, I think all of these will be great buy and holds for a landlord who has a busy job. You can get financing, you can finance the repairs, and you can save cash. So if you have interest in any of these, that is my email. You can send me an email to mzuber@onerental@a-time. If you have any questions, you want to put your name down for one, let me know. I would love to talk to you about them. And again, if you like these videos, hit the like button, leave a comment or question, and as always, subscribe. So again, hopefully that made sense. I wanted to bring that to you. I wanted to bring all of them to you. I don't want to feel like I'm playing favorites. So if you have interest in any of the inventory we have coming up, please reach out to me at mzuber@onerental@a-time. I'd love to hear from you. Have a great day. Take care.